You know, as someone that's in the car community, maybe not super active into all the car community stuff, but just enough to where I make my own car the desiredness of what I want. Um, I think it's important for anybody that wants to get into it to watch this video, because what I'm gonna say is what I wish I was told back in the day. Um, let's just say that I made a video saying that I was feeling ungrateful for the things that I bought. And I shouldn't be, because I'm in a position where I can buy the things, and I'm very grateful for being able to even do that. You know, I think people misunderstand, including myself. I mean, I'm getting a lot better now, but I think there's a lot of things in this people misunderstand. And that's the fact of slow down in life. You know, I'm 25, and I'm saying this because I wish I was able to tell my 18, 19-year-old self that you're so young that anything can happen within a year, let alone 6, 7 years, 8 years even. And I think a lot of people who maybe see this video, you may be like around the same age as me, or maybe you're younger, maybe you're older. You have so much life to live. Like, if you think about it, even if you weren't even in the best of health and you were 25, you still realistically have 70 years, maybe even 60 years of your life to live. That's triple of what you've already lived. You know how much success you could possibly find with that? You know how many things you could do with that amount of time? Like, I get time is on nobody's side, but it's definitely something to think about. When you start looking at other things that people have, you're like, how do I get to that next point? That's perfectly fine, but from what I'm doing and from what I'm trying to tell you is that just love what you got, because oh boy. You know, one of my dreams is to have a very nice car, which this is going to lead into like the next video here, which is basically the same thing. I'm going to film it out here and everything. I'm going to explain like the whole reasoning behind it. One of my dream cars is to have an F80 M4, M3. Just, I'm not sure yet. It's definitely the S55, which is the M4 or the M3. M3 is just the sedan. The coupe is the M4. I love the engine. I love the chassis. I love everything about it. So, again, it's one of my dream cars, but I think until the dream car can happen, I know this might not make any sense. Like, I'm spending money to make this car even better than it is now, and not saving for the other one. It's just, it's complex. Like, I'm not trying to go broke, okay? I got a whole bunch of car parts here. Like, this is a strut bar for the engine brace by Racing Dynamics. So, I mean, I can't really shout out them because I'm not sponsored by anybody. So, you know, I paid full price for it. And, you know, realistically, is it going to do anything? If you're racing it, probably, you'll notice. But then I also have a brand new coolant thermostat, as well as a water pump, because on the N55s, the water pump goes a lot. And I think mine and my thermostat have gone, which, you know, isn't the end of the world. It just means I have a lot of taking apart to do again. But yeah, it's like, again, going back to what you should be grateful for. It's like, I have a car that realistically I could still do so much to. Is it expensive? Yes. Is it worth it? Debatable. Obviously, a lot of people might think like, yeah, you could have gotten such a nicer car for anything and put like little mods into it and made it fast and all. But I think what's special about my car is that it's mine. I did it to the taste that I wanted to do it to. And it not only sounds amazing, it performs amazing. And it just, like, everybody sees it coming through in traffic. And they're like, wow, that's a really nice BMW. And I can afford it. That's another thing. So, there's a lot of other things coming in for this car, actually. It's going to be in another video because they're not anywhere close to here yet. They're still in being made. Actually, I think they're shipped. But I'm doing a carbon fiber fenders as well as a carbon fiber hood. And let's just say this, the car already looks mean. Imagine KT style carbon fiber fenders with a CTS carbon fiber hood. Dude, it's going to look absolutely nuts. I can't wait. And then all the engine upgrades too. Like, it's going to be absolutely insane. Like, this car, I mean, I know I've spent a pretty penny on it. And if you guys are into cars and you've watched Keys Motorsports, you've watched him put $100,000 into his F30 335i. Not that that's anything wrong, but this is the first car that I've really put anything into. And one, it looks good. It performs amazing. It sounds amazing. It's got low mileage. I mean, it's got 67,000 miles on it. It's freaking low. It's a 2015. Everything's really good taken care of. And I mean, theoretically, I could put a G80, G82 interior in there and make it look really cool, which I've honestly thought about doing. But it's like $3,000. I mean, let's just say this, guys. I mean, obviously, I could go as far as I want to with this thing. I might, but it's mine. And yeah, I just wanted to tell you guys how grateful I am and how insane it is to have all these things be put on, especially when I get the top mount single turbo kit. But thanks for watching. I hope you subscribe.